am here today with the Twisted Sisters video hop. We are doing it a little bit different this time around. There's 20 participants, so rather than 20 videos all coming out at the same time, we're stretching it out so that you can watch just a couple a day. So every day, starting on September 1st at 7 a.m. and then going until September 10th at 7 p.m., we will have 2 videos a day, one at 7 a.m., one at 7 p.m., with different creators who are using different products from close to my heart in a twisted way. So a way you wouldn't expect, or a way that isn't just like right in your face, oh, that's how that's supposed to be used. So today I am here to twist the Smarty Pants collection. So what I worked with was this paper collection right here, which is designed primarily to make school type related things or kid type things. But I wanted to twist it up and make some things that weren't kid related and weren't school related. So I'm going to show you the projects that I made. The first ones are some cards, and I'll go ahead and show you the cards, and then I'll talk a little bit about how I made them. So the first ones that I made were these two, and I used some inspiration from our Make It From Your Heart Volume 4, which is the card making volume. And for these two cards here, I used this sketch right here. And then for these two cards here, I used, oops, I have to move it for you. I used sketch number 10. These books are great because they give you all the measurements that you need to cut your paper, and they give you some ideas for how to make your cards. So for the first one, oh, and I'm sorry, I should show you the, this is the stamp set that I used, and it's this stamp set right here that's our Operation Smile fundraising stamp. $7 of each purchase from this stamp goes directly to Operation Smile, that provides surgeries for cleft palate and cleft lip to children around the world who need it. So really great charity, as well as a really great stamp set. So here's the stamp set that I used. So I'll show you the first card. And so on this card I used, and again, the paper is from that paper line. What I did on this, let me show you what the paper looks like normally. It looks like this, which looks like the cover of a composition notebook. I thought, I wonder what would happen if I rub some ink over that. So I just grabbed rosemary. Let's see if I can, oops, I'm throwing things around. One of our new inks is rosemary. It's a nice greenish gray. It really changes depending on what you use it with. So I used it with this and just rub the ink over it to take away the white on that background. And I think it turned out wonderful. And then this ribbon is actually leftover ribbon from my wedding years and years ago. I still have so much of it. So I decided to use some of that. It's just an organza ribbon. And how I put it down was I just used adhesive on the back, wrapped it around, put adhesive on the back, and then when I put this down, that held it the rest of the way. So really fun, simple, but I love the sentiment. And then on this one, I just did it a different orientation. I did not ink that paper. I pulled in some solid color cardstock, as I did on both of these, just some cardstock that I had in my stash. I have no idea what colors they are, just stuff I had in my stash that worked. And then this is part of that paper line, the Smarty Pants. This is part of Smarty Pants, and this is part of Smarty Pants. So I love the way that came out as well. Then on these two cards, I pulled in some old ribbon. We no longer sell this ribbon, although we do have this design of ribbon in our color of the year, Wildberry. So if you're interested in that, just check out my link down below. So here I took 3 different papers from the paper line and created this card. Now this right here was just a die cut, an old retired die cut, but really anything you have that will give you a scallop border, or you could use your Cricut to cut a scallop border, or you could just leave it off entirely and not worry about it. There's more than enough going on, so you don't have to worry about that. So I love the way that came out. And then I made another one very similar, and For this one, I just used a different color of the ribbon, but everything else is the same except for that. Just the ribbon color changed, which I think made a really big difference. So that is what I made with the cards. Now I also made a scrapbook layout. So here is the scrapbook layout. And let me move that out of the way. So this is the first one that I made, the first page. And then I made another page just to go with it. Now, how I created this is I went onto my Cricut and, oh, first let me show you my inspiration. So here's my inspiration. It's from Make It From Your Heart Volume 3 and is pattern number 5. I'll bring that in a little closer so you can see that. And I took a lot of inspiration from this bottom one. Many times I'll use these layouts. Here, I'll just show you quickly what they look like. They tell you all the measurements, how to cut your papers. Usually when I use these, I don't like copy something, but when I saw this, I thought, oh my gosh, this works perfectly for some pictures that I have that I want to scrapbook. So I use the same idea. I even use the color ideas. So don't be afraid to take something from one of these books and either change it up entirely or make it almost exact. It doesn't really matter. It's your scrapbook. So many of these I cut with my Cricut. I cut these, and it's from the You Are Here collection. Now in the You Are Here collection, there is also a world map. And so what I did to make my background, because this is just white cardstock, I cut it out of white cardstock and then I used it as a stencil, and I used Distress Oxide Vintage Photo to do my backgrounds, and then I used Distress Oxide Antique Linen just to, first I did the whole page with the antique linen, just kind of blended it around to make it look like old and worn, like an old map. And then I used the vintage photo to actually stencil in the map itself. And then I dribbled some water and created all the little just to make it look more old and worn. Again, all of the papers are from the paper collection, except for these strips came from the mix-ins, the September mix-ins. These right here. These are the zip strips from the September mix-in. I just thought it looked, it's October mix-ins. I just thought it matched really well, so I went ahead and used that. Again, some solid color cardstock from my stash to use the rest of that. And then the Smarty Pants line comes with a sticker sheet. Okay, let me grab the sticker sheet and I will show you that. I still have a whole lot of paper left, as you can see here. But let me grab the sticker sheet. The sticker sheet is very kid and school centric, but I did use this little piece right here, and I created a little embellishment with it with Carpe Diem, enjoy the pleasures of today. I thought that worked perfectly for the theme, the adventure theme of my page. So those are my projects for our Twisted Sisters. And if you would like to see, I did turn on the camera while I was making my scrapbook page. So if you would like to watch that, I will have that coming up right next after this. I'll speed it up and put some music on just so you can enjoy watching me put it together if you're curious about that. If you have any questions about any of the products I used, any of the techniques that I talked about, just let me know down below. Leave me a comment. And the next person on the hop is Dawn from Stamp with Dawn, and she will be posting tonight at 7 p.m. I will come in and I will update the links as we go along. So come back often to see who's up next in the hop, and I hope you enjoy. Let me know if you like this new way that we're doing the hop, or if you would rather see us go back to everything gets posted at the same time. I don't know what I would like better, so I'm curious to see how it works out. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.